Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, welcome to the Daily Islamic Reminder with me, Noura Adam Bansi. We are streaming live on Alqabas TV. Yesterday, we were waiting for Ramadan. However, today we are saying goodbye to it, as if it were moments long. As this month passes quickly, life also does, and so people die and move to the hereafter. The end of Ramadan reminds us with the closeness of death. The end of Ramadan reminds us of the saying of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, live in this world as if you are a stranger or a bypasser. Inshallah, today we have in our midst Malam Swala Haj Hussein, the headmaster of Zizera TI Amas, to help with a discussion on the topic Zakatul Fitr. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
You're welcome to our premises.
Thank you very much.
Let us go straight to the point. Our topic for discussion today is Zakat. So, what is Zakat?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على حبيب المصطفى نبينا وحبيبنا وشفيعنا ومولانا وسيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن اتبعهم بإحسان الدين أما بعد. All praises and thanks be to Almighty Allah, the Lord of the heaven and the Lord of the world, Master King of the Day of Judgment. To him we worship, to him we ask for hope. We seek blessings and peace upon our noble Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We thank Almighty Allah who has given us this opportunity this morning. Let me go straight to the point, as you've asked that what is Zakat al-Fitr. It's very, very important as the period we are. Zakat al-Fitr, the straight point, is an act. Zakat al-Fitr is an act that Prophet Muhammad sallam, has enjoined on all Muslims who have the ability to give it out to what? To the needy ones, the poor and needy ones. Simple, this is what is meant by Zakat al-Fitr. This Zakat al-Fitr is different from the annual Zakat that we give. But this one, we only give it during the month of Ramadan, at the last 3 days to the Eid, is what we meant by Zakat al-Fitr.
Thank you very much. The next question on board is, what foodstuffs do we use for Zakat al-Fitr?
Now, very important for you to know about what food give it out. It's not any food that will give it out. As per the saying of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, food that we give, or food stuff that we give them out, are normally the food we eat within the what? Within the country, or within the land, or within the community. For instance, Ghana here, food that we normally use over here is one, rice, millet, beans, maize, what have you. These are what we normally eat over here. So when you go to Saudi Arabia or Nigeria or Mali, these two, they have things that they normally use. So it's not mandatory that we should use what Saudi Arabians are eating. We should also use. No, what we normally eat is what we used to give it out. Those are the items I've mentioned. Something like rice, food, maize, millet, even coconut. Yes, if your ability is to give out coconut, you go and grind it and give them out. So these are normal food that we give them out to the needy and the poor ones.
All right. Must it necessarily be in a form of grain or foodstuff or money to come?
As Al-Quran said, that la yukallifu Allahu nafsan illa wus'aha. Allah will not enjoin on a soul what it could not be, or it could not embark upon. So if you think you can give it out in the form of grain, that's your ability, you can give it out. But however, it is very, very important, and it will be very blessing to you to what? To grant it, so that you give it out. At times, some scholars also said, if you can you have the ability to give it out in the form of money. You can give it out in the form of money. But that one scholar said, Abu Hanifa, he said, Prophet said he can give it out to in the form of money. However, the actual act of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is to give out in the form of food stuff.
Okay. Thank you very much. So viewers, you can give your zakat al-fitr in the form of money too.
Inshallah.
But the actual act of Prophet Muhammad is to
Sallallahu alaihi
give in the form of food.
No.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Who is supposed to give out zakat al-fitr?
MashaAllah. Now, as scholar said, and they got their evidence from the saying of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Anyone who is supposed to give the zakat fitr is the one who has ability. If you have ability, you have to give it out. So long as you fast the month of Ramadan and you have the capability, the strength, the money, it's obligatory on you, it's been obliged on you or incumbent on you to give out the zakat al-fitr. Provided you fasted within the month of Ramadan. And mostly, it is the head of the family who takes charge to give out on behalf of all those who are under him, who are under his care, so that you give it to the needy one. However, if it happens that the elder of the family is a little bit weak, the sons will be there, the daughters will be there. If they have the ability, they can support the father so that they will give it out to the needy ones.
Thank you very much. To whom is zakat al-fitr supposed to be given?
MashaAllah. As we've gotten those who are giving, who are those who are receiving. If we have givers and we don't have receivers, then it is meaningless. So it should match. As Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam had obliged those who have the ability to give it out, that those who have to also receive are the poor and the needy ones. Those who don't have the ability to, take care of themselves with their children, they are ever ready to receive those items. So the needy ones and the poor, they are to be given the zakat al-fitr, so that on the day of the Eid, they will also enjoy themselves. It shouldn't be in the form of only the rich ones. Those who have the ability to do, they will be enjoying, whilst the poor ones will be always folding themselves in, unhappy. No, it's not preferable. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that the Eid day is a day of enjoyment, a day of happiness for everybody within Islamic community. So we therefore think of the needy and the poor ones. So when you take out zakat al-fitr, we give out straight to the needy and the poor ones.
That's very good. Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, do as much as possible to be the cause of happiness of somebody on the day of Eid by providing zakat al-fitr for them. All right. So, what is the required measurements for zakat al-fitr?
MashaAllah. Scholars said Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we have the measurement. Normally we call in the local language that Mudun Nabi, that is the measurement of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This measurement, when you go to Saudi Arabia, then you buy them, but now they are here abundant. It is in the form of cap, short one. This short one, Mudun Nabi, you fetch it 4 times for one person. Mudun Nabi, it is the form of margin. So when you have Mudun Nabi, it is something like margin that we used to measure maize, rice, beans in the market. The same thing. So that Mudun Nabi, you take it, you measure 4 cups. That is for one per head. For instance, if you have you and your wife, so when this Mudun Nabi or the margin, you measure it 4 times. That is for you, and you measure it 4 times for your wife. So in all, it will be how many? It will be 8. So when you have your child, another child, you, your wife, and your child, you are 3. So you measure it 4, 4, 4. So making how much? 12. If you have 4, first 4, second 4, third 4, fourth 4, making how much? So each soul in the family will be given out what? 4 cups or 4 mudun nabi. If you don't have mudun nabi, you have something called we call it a loka. That's nisab. Huh? So that mudun nabi, the 4 cups goes into that loka is 1. But in measurement, you have to be careful. If you are measuring, scholars say it should be full. When you measure, level the mudun nabi so that you give it out 4 times. And in the case you don't have, you have been situated in a locality, in a place where you don't have the mudun nabi or else, and also you don't have, the margin, you can use your palm. As scholars said, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us, you can use this your 2 palm, combine it like this, and insert in the food you want to give it out like this. You fetch like this. 1, 2, 3, 4 is for 1 person. Yeah.
But the palms are according to sizes.
Yes.
For instance, my palm like this, they are very small.
Exactly.
So if I compare my palm to your palm, and then we are going to give zakat, it means yours will exceed mine.
Yes, that's what God has given to you. It's a pelak. If you, the way I have is different from the way you have. So that's what you are supposed to do. Give it out to one who is supposed to be given to.
All right. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah. So what is the final result if one does not give out zakat?
According to scholars, they said Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that this zakat al-fitr is very, very important, such that if you don't give it out, your blessing or reward in the Ramadan will be taken up to Allah or to the sky, and it will be hung in the sky because you didn't give out. You have the ability to give and you didn't give out. It will be hung in the sky until you give out the zakat al-fitr. But if you don't have, there's no problem. However, it's very important for you to give it out, because there was a time a man came to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he was carrying his hands on his head by saying halaktu, that I'm in lost. And the Prophet asked him what happened, and he said, yeah, waqa'tu in the zawjati, that I have an affair with my wife during the month of Ramadan. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam sat there for a while, and he said, can you free a slave? I said, no, I cannot. And he said, can you fast shahrayn mutatabi'ain? Can you fast 2 months continuously? And the guy said, Prophet, even 1 month I couldn't. How much? 2 months. 1 month that I involved myself in this act. If 2 months, I cannot. So Prophet Muhammad asked me again that if that's the case, do you have the ability to feed out 60 needy ones? I said, Prophet, Allah, I don't have the ability. So Prophet said, Prophet sat there for a while, and he said, okay. He stood up and entered into his room and went and brought a container with this tamar, date. So there Prophet Muhammad gave it to him, that collect and go and give it out as a sadaqah, charity. There the man also said to Prophet Muhammad that Prophet, in fact, I am in dire need of this charity that you given to me, because I and my family, we are in dire need. We are in hunger. There is no one who is more poorer than me. So, in fact, it is very difficult on me to give out this charity to anybody or somebody else. There, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu scholar said, he sat for a while and even smiled, said that this 40, 2 teeth came out. He said, if that's the case, then go and feed yourself and your family. This is a lesson that even if you fasted and you don't have the ability, God has minimized this or has lifted this embargo on you. Inshallah, la yukallifu Allahu nafsan illa wus'aha. May Allah accept our praise. Now,
what is the importance of this?
MashaAllah. It is very, very important. Very, very important. As scholars said, Prophet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran that فألهمها فجورها وتقواها قد أفلح من زكاها وقد خاب من دساها. That indeed قد أفلح من زكاها. Indeed the givers of this zakat al-fitr are successful ones, are successful. They have what? They have succeeded. However, if you have the ability to give or you don't give or you didn't give, that in fact you are in lost. You are in lost. So it's very, very important that in the month of Ramadan, from the beginning till the end, how no matter how the situation, as Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Kullu bin Adam khata." Kullu bin Adam khata. That every son of Adam is what? Is bound to commit mistakes or errors. So you might offend somebody, your brother, your wife, your father, or your sister in the month of Ramadan. You can also use your eye to gaze something which is haram. You can listen to something which is haram. You can talk about something which is haram. I mean, backbiting, talking or saying something evil. All these are minor sins that you don't supposed to commit them in the month of Ramadan. Because the month of Ramadan is a holy month that your everything should be pure, everything should be clear, everything should be clean. If you involve yourself in this act, so scholar said, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam had embarked us or encouraged us to give out this charity so that it will cleanse out, it will clean, purify this act so that your Ramadan will be pure from this petty act. So it's very important to give out this zakat al-fitr so that it will make your Ramadan very clean and pure. So it will erase away these petty sins, inshallah. May Allah accept our Ramadan and fasting.
Thank you very much. Viewers, if you want to become successful, if you don't want to be amongst those who are lost, if you want your fasting to be accepted,
Inshallah.
if you want to be purified, then do not turn your back on Zakat al-Fitr. Do as much as possible and give out Zakat al-Fitr, for massive amounts of rewards awaits you in the day of judgment. Sheikh, thank you very much for this very speech. We've learned a lot. May Allah grant you that which is best.
The same to you, inshallah. MashaAllah.
Thank you very much. This is Alqabas TV, streaming live on YouTube and Facebook. Do not forget to subscribe, like, and share. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.